These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Ray 98. Some bank staff are reporting in Tuesday at 6 a.m., even though the banks don't officially open until 9 a.m. Right, Jeff says a lot of the articles are coming out are suggesting to us that Iraq still has a ways to go, still has not achieved stability at this time. Article quote, the United Nations called on al-Kazimi to resign. Part of the reason for that is just go back to May 25th. The citizens demonstrated and protested because they don't have better lives. They don't have their social services, entitlements. They're still living the same poor, crappy lives. They're not being taken care of. Going down to their level, Kazemi has not delivered those promises to them. Now the UN has intervened and they're asking for Kazemi to resign. Frank 26, the Marshall Plan is something that is being applied for right now to the Iraqi dinar. That's why it's pegged to the American dollar. They're going to rebuild themselves economically because they're about to raise the value going into Article 8. They have to unpeg themselves from the dollar and stop this 1460. Go to one with the American dollar. We're looking for the Iraqi dinar to say goodbye to the American dollar. If you see the governor of the Central Bank of Iraq come out and talk about the unpegging of the American dollar to their currency, that would be good. If you see that they unpegged and didn't tell anybody, that would be really good. Holly says, I was told it's time to be quiet. Just know we are there and it is set to happen this week. Let's let the process unfold. This is a transition, not a transaction. Never, ever give up. Mark Z via PDK, I am very much in agreement with Guru Holly that this is the time to be quiet. There's a lot of things you are not going to see right now because of security. What we have heard is there is a massive push to have the software portion, computer portion ready for June 1st. We don't know how it rolls out after that, but I have been told we are right here on the precipice. I have not heard anything is postponed, guys. The overwhelming intel I get right now is we have to be quiet. Ray 98, all of our bank sources are planning on Tuesday to be their day of activity. Some bank staff are reporting to work on Tuesday as early as 6 a.m. in preparation for, he has a question mark there, it says time will tell. Communication lockdown will begin on Tuesday for some bank institutions. No cell phones, in-house meals, etc. Some banks are contemplating invitation-only exchange activity to test their systems. Treasury sources indicate live rates today, probably for testing. All right, Mark Z via PDK says there are more and more banking stories about June 1st. Over the weekend, there was a number of articles in Iraq saying that it is time for them to make a serious change in their value. There are reports coming from the streets of around 70 cents to the dollar in Iraq on the dinar and then float it quickly. I can't prove this yet. I spent the weekend trying to get pictures of lower denominations. They are trying hard not to leak things right now. We just need a little more patience as we watch this roll out. Frank 26, now the World Bank is talking about how Iraq has dropped to a negative 10% GDP. What did I tell you about the GDP? So now the World Bank comes out and starts telling you about the GDP figures. Why? Because they're about to give you the new exchange rate. Jeff article quote, a proposal to raise the exchange rate of the dollar against the Iraqi dinar again. Devaluing the dinar improves the economics for the government of Iraq. Obviously, it hurts the people because the cost of goods and services go up in value, but devaluing the dinar definitely helps the federal government. That's why they're doing it. Recent articles from Parliament Finance Committee have come out suggesting that they would like to consider using the current exchange rate for a long period of time, roughly 3 more years. Mark Z via PDK says we are really sitting at the edge of our seats today. I'm being told they're testing the banking system all across the globe right now. I'm told we could be in the banks as early as Friday of this week for appointments. But it is all right now based on progress over the next 24 hours. They're definitely leaning on us not to share any specifics right now. All right, Walking Stick via Frank 26. They are in meetings now, talking our topics about disbursement of new notes, time frame, note count, etc. All right, pimpy article quote. Al Kazimi reveals that there are 50 trillion dinars outside the control of the banking system. I think they've only printed out 55 trillion. That means they control 9% of their money. This is not good. It looks like we're heading down that path that we do not want to be in. All right, Frank 26 says 1460 isn't bad enough. You want to lower it more to 1553 or 1560. Kazemi didn't say that. Mustafa didn't say that. Idiots said that. Only pay attention to the governor of the CBI, not parliament idiots, not some CBI employee. All right, Mark Zevia, PDK, question any lower denomination in Iraq. Answer, I've been unable to prove or disprove if they are out. I'm hearing from people in the markets there are exchange rates that are fluctuating for cash dinar, but stay the same for digital dinar. Holly says, I am remaining quiet and am allowing the process to unfold. This is our week. And lastly, from Pimpy, rumors, you guys need to be careful. Yes, I heard all the rumors. I heard about the exchange rate. It's not true. No rate changes are taking place. We know there's a lot of talk about the rate change. There's a group of people saying that this devaluation should not have been done. It was done illegally, and there's a lot of talk about it being fixed. I do think it's going to be fixed. I do think it's going to change. I really do, but not any time in the immediate future. But I do think it's going to happen sometime this year. It just depends on what's going on with these protesters and the civil unrest.